My fellow Americans, I'm Robert Morrison. I'm the Liberty Party candidate for President of the United States. I cannot believe we are having this debate. Masks are needed to protect others. That's why I wore one from the first day of the lockdown. Our son asked this question: if we had lived in London during the Blitz in World War II, would we question whether to black out our windows? From the most humble cottage to Buckingham Palace, the British people knew they had to black out their windows in order to save lives during the bombings. Anton Korinek of University of Virginia is an economist. He and his colleague Zachary Bethune have written that it costs me, say, $18,000 if I get the coronavirus, but it costs you, the taxpayer, $55,000 to care for me in the hospital if I get sick. My dad was torpedoed in World War II. He often told us about surviving in a lifeboat. Everyone wanted to pull for everyone else. The only kind of guy they didn't respect in that lifeboat was the fellow who said, "I'm all right, the heck with you." Unfortunately, we've got that kind of notion spreading among us Americans. It's not what made our grandparents' generation that very great generation. You can hear that kind of dangerous notion spreading. Trump's buddy, Bill O'Reilly, bloviated his ignorant idea. Well, he said, of those who have died of coronavirus, most of them were on their last legs anyway. Hey, O'Reilly, do you know where your idea came from? In 1920, after the great influenza pandemic, two writers, psychiatrist Alfred Hoke and lawyer Carl Binding, came up with the term Lebens unwertes Leben, lives unworthy of living. They wanted to be allowed to kill those people. It would save money not to have to deal with sick people on their last legs. When the Nazis took over, they adopted Hoke and Binding's view with a vengeance. That was the origin of their euthanasia program, and that was the trial run for the Holocaust. So, Bill O'Reilly, I think you should reconsider your notions. One of these days, you may be on your last legs. I'm grateful to the women who made my masks. Months before Trump could be arm-twisted into wearing one, these sensible women took immediate action. They sewed them. Has anyone seen a mask sewn by a man? I'm pro-life. This is the most pro-life thing I've ever seen. I'm Robert Morrison. I appeal to all my fellow pro-lifers. We should lead this effort to protect human life. Isn't that what we've always stood for? I respectfully ask for your support, and we of the Liberty Party pray for an early end to this pandemic. Thanks for listening.